Hey everybody, it's your old buddy Hoss, and back here in the La Hacienda, and we're in the living room here. We got my good friend Mr. Scott Bonner, who got a brand new acoustic guitar, and I'm gonna let him talk about it. We're gonna hear what it sounds like. So, how you doing, everybody?
I'm good, man.
Tell me about your guitar.
So this is a Heinonen SJ, built by Drew Heinonen. Drew worked for 4.5 years with Bourgeois guitars. So if you're an acoustic guy, then you definitely know who Bourgeois guitars are. He also is from Minnesota, moved back to Minnesota and attended Red Wing. And there he met the infamous James Olson, who builds Phil Keaggy's guitars, James Olson's, and anybody that has a lot more money than I do. And so I missed my chance way back to buy an Olson, and sold a guitar I dearly loved to get this one. I write songs, and this is a very intimate guitar, and so Drew is a fabulous guy. If you want an acoustic guitar, I can't recommend him highly enough. He's a joy to work with, great guy. I mean, we're trying to figure out how I can get up there or he can get down here. I want him to come here because I want to hit him with some Southern hospitality.
Now, you gotta say, the story of this guitar is pretty incredible. I will say how Scott found the face,
the top
soundboard of this guitar, and you got to tell the story about how you found this.
So I had sent Drew some wood. Not a lot of luthiers will let you send them wood, probably for good measure. What I sent him would work as we talked on what I wanted in a guitar. He told me about this guy who sells wood on eBay, and so I love cedar top guitars. The problem is they don't have enough headroom for me. So I knew that I'd heard David Wilcox play his Olson with a Adirondack top and Brazilian rosewood back and sides, and that sounded incredible. And so I get on eBay and I look, and I find a master grade top, and the guy only puts one picture, so you got to really get on a good iPhone to figure out what you're.
I remember when he sent me that picture, I was like, "Oh my goodness!"
Yeah, and so
it's crazy. So
I get it, and it's like when I sent Drew the picture of the invoice, he texted me back and said, "I can't believe you stole that from him." And so I got a really good deal on a master grade Adirondack top. And then when Drew got it, he, over the months, this was not just, "Hey, I'm sending you wood, 2 weeks later you get a guitar." So as he's, when he got it, he was excited. Drew does tap tuning and things like that. He called me and he was like, "Man, this thing is going to be so good, especially over the years as it opens up." He said it just has such a sustain and bell-like tone, and he said this is going to be great. And so I wish we could get it in the picture.
Oh, I'm going to take some pictures of it.
But as you get the top in a certain angle in the light, it almost looks like flame maple. Like there's these medullary rays in there, and it's just a beautiful top. And he did it's Madagascar rosewood back and sides, and I'm gonna grab it. The back and sides are in the rosette, and it's a Paula shell, which is the most brilliant. Put a clear pick guard, ebony pins. He did the doves for me, which are beautiful. And so this is the Madagascar. It looks like Brazilian. I think if I said, I told a guy one time it was Brazilian, and his eyes popped open. He really thought it was Brazilian, and I had to tell him it's not.
I find the neck shape very interesting too on that.
Yes, it's very Olson-esque. Drew does a bolt-on neck, so, and he doesn't have a CNC machine yet. If I win the lottery, Drew, you're getting one. But he does the 5-piece neck, so this is mahogany, maple, and rosewood. And it's just really sturdy. He also does the volute like Jim does. The Godot 510s. I've never had Godot 510 tuners. Put them on your guitar, they're amazing. East Indian rosewood binding. And so he also did a great end wedge with East Indian rosewood, which is beautiful. And so it's just a really thin neck. It's a little wider than normal. I don't know that it's quite as wide as an Olson, which is probably good because I have these little Hobbit Frodo hands, and so which is probably good for me. But yeah, it's a great guitar, and I'm loving it.
Let's hear what it sounds like.
Okay.
These people are probably like, shut up and play.
Shut up and play, man. Well,
this is a story time. So
I'm no Craig Bostic, so.
I heard that guy's pretty
Yeah,
good.
I heard he's kind of good. So I'm just going to kind of play just some. Tell you what I'll do. It has really good sustain. I mean, every guitar player, if you grab a guitar and you don't play a G chord, you're not a guitar player. So the notes have a thing. It just wants to go.
On this side, as I'm listening, it is very balanced.
Yes.
And it's crisp.
Yes.
And every note I can hear is very articulate.
Yes. And that's something that I in talking with Drew, I had played another Luthier's, a big dreadnought that was Brazilian and Adirondack. And I had played Brazilian guitars before, but they were Taylors, McPherson, they were all factory guitars. But when I played his, I was like, oh, wait, that's what Brazilian sounds like? Wow. And this is I mean, I don't have Brazilian money. So this is really that crispness that you're talking about is, if you look at a map, it's kind of cool. Drew pointed this out to me. He said, if you look at a map, Madagascar rosewood and Brazilian are all on the same plane. Mm-hmm. You know, so I always thought that was pretty cool. And I was like, wow, they even look alike.
The cool thing, I mean, the crazy thing is, it's not even broke in.
It's not even broken in.
Man, it's going to take, what, a few years before it's...
Oh, at least, yeah. It'll take
some. It's just going to get better and better and better. And I do know, I remember you talking about there's the bell light quality will reduce, or what were we saying?
The bell light will get better.
Okay.
It will get, because what's happening is the Adirondack thinks it was a tree like 5 minutes ago. And so you have all these resins and they just start breaking down as you play it. So the more I play it, and I've played it every day since I've gotten it, I've literally played it till my fingers bled. It was weird. No, but they hurt pretty bad. But the more you play Adirondack, the quicker it will open up. And so I plan on following that advice.
Well, while you're playing, I'm actually going to grab the camera and I'm going to show different angles of it. So I'm not a professional photographer, so this is story time. So let's take a look at this guitar.
didn't know what you wanted to say.
That's all good. Hey, well, look, we're just very, very happy that you got you a good guitar.
Yes,
And
an SJ.
do you have a contact or a way that people can get a hold of this man who makes this luthier?
Yes, look up Drew Heinonen. If I could remember his number, I would give it to you right now. And just send Hoss a direct message, and I'll get him.
I'll put it in the link.
Yeah,
We'll figure it out, and I'll put it in the link.
You got to get one of these if you're an acoustic guitar.
Oh,
you
price.
have to get one.
You know, what is an average price of one of these?
Well, the problem is Jim Olson keeps going up,
Ah.
and so therefore his are going up. So I got in.
Fairly early.
I got in when I could.
Oh, how long did it take him to make that guitar for you?
It was about a year and a half. Year and a half wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not bad for a lifetime generational guitar.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Thanks, brother.
Thanks, man.
We'll see you again next time on Guitar Stories at La Hacienda.